She was just 7 years old and camping out in her grandma's yard when a 6'8" man walked up to her, picked her up, carried her off, and murdered her. I remember having campouts all the time when I was younger, and reading this story is absolutely terrifying. But this brings us to Sophie Hook. She was in Llandudno. She was visiting her family for a cousin's birthday. And while there, all the kids were out in the yard. They were playing in an inflatable pool. But what they didn't know is that all this time they were playing around, a man named Howard Hughes was crouched down in the bushes watching them from nearby. Several witnesses say they remembered seeing Howard in that area. One woman says she saw him crouched down in the bushes while she was walking her dog. She asked him what he was doing, and he said he was looking for money. Not only did Howard have a view of these kids, he also was close enough to hear their plans for later that night, that they were having a camp out in the yard. Sophie and the other kids do just that. They have their camp out, and then the next morning Sophie is missing, and at 7:10 that morning her body is found washed up on a beach a mile away. Sophie's body had been subjected to considerable force. She had bruises all over. It's said that her injuries were comparable to a person who had been in a fatal car crash or very seriously injured in a car crash. She had bruising around her head and face consistent with punching or slapping. She suffered internal bleeding from where she was violently SA'd. Her right arm and ankle were broken, and the worst part about it all is she was alive while all this was being done to her. They found teeth marks in her mouth where she had bit down so hard, where she was in so much pain. After this, she was manually strangled for 3 minutes, and then her body was thrown into the ocean as a way, I'm sure, to wash off the evidence. It didn't take long for the police to get on the case of Howard. He was taken in, arrested. He had already had a history. He'd been arrested 17 times by just age 19. So yeah, on June 24th of 1996, he goes to trial, and he's given a minimum of 50 years.
Things that used to look terrifying.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. 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 Run, rabbit, run.